This last week, I was in DC for the U.S. Soccer Foundation's Urban Soccer Symposium. It's an event that gathers people from around the nation to talk about the urban soccer landscape from a nonprofit perspective. So I'm doing a lot of work with U.S. Soccer Foundation and wanted to go check it out. While I was there, they were gracious enough to give me a ticket to the DC United game. Big thank you to Rob at U.S. Soccer Foundation for these tickets. And I also checked out the National Gallery of Art, and I was stoked because I found some artists that I'd never seen before and changed some of my perspective. Just got done playing some futsal with the guys at Gorilla FC. I'm waiting for my Uber on this janky bench. It sags really hard. It's awesome. I am stoked to go back home to my wife. Sometimes I feel like these trips, I wonder if they're really worth it, and it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell until a few months down the road when a contact hits me up because of a connection that I made across the country. I mean, they're ultimately worth it, but sometimes it can be frustrating when you're in the moment. It's kind of how I feel about this one. It's like, I'm not really sure, but we'll get there. I'm at the National Gallery of Art in DC, and this is my favorite piece. It's a really simple style, but at the same time, very complex because it has the switch back and forth between the full rendering of the face and then also blocking out the lines. It's a very illustrative context, and that's what he was. He was a children's book illustrator, but he's also using the gold leaf and incorporating some Art Nouveau, some Japanese style, and especially here in this piece, but in this one over here, you can see it a little bit better. All the prints. It's a very Japanese style. So it's cool. It's cool to see that. I wasn't expecting that, and that's why I always recommend going to art galleries, because I had literally never heard of this guy, and I'm stoked. I'm stoked to bring it back to my own gallery, my own studio. I don't have a gallery. I don't want a gallery. I came to DC for the U.S. Soccer Foundation. Spent some time last night at the DC United game. That was fun. But it's always good to spend some time by yourself and get away. So today is all about that at the gallery, and I'm really stoked that I came. This is the other thing I'm trying with the work, is having the stained glass effect. It's having that block that goes right like that. It's something that I've been wanting to do since going to Barcelona and seeing La Sagrada Familia. I talked about it a few weeks back, but it's having that be really flat and then having the sections break. I'm doing that in my murals, but I'm also trying to do that in the fine art. So it's cool to see. I'm interested to bring some techniques back. It's trips like these that I'm always wondering, like, did I make the right choice in going? Because there's tons of other things that I could be doing. I love the organization, but it's always a trade-off between time at home, time with family, and then you're also juggling. Is it worth it to spend this money to go out? But it ultimately is going to be worth it. I know it is. You meet a lot of people, and then years down the road or months or whatever, you find out that the connections you made in that environment are actually worthwhile. So I am stoked that I went. It's just a reality of when you come back from a trip like that, you are doubting yourself. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week.